Now, a cannot be equal to 0. A cannot be equal to 0. Since a cannot be equal to 0, some value it must be there for a, because psi function is existing within x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L. A cannot be equal to 0, therefore sin KL must be equal to 0. Sin KL must be equal to 0. When do you get sin KL is equal to 0? So already we know this. Sin pi is equal to 0. Sin, general solution, sin 2 pi is equal to 0. Sin 3 pi is equal to 0, etc., etc. Sin n pi is equal to 0. Sin n pi is equal to 0. Therefore, I can utilize this idea here. Sin n pi is equal to 0. Just you compare these two. As you are comparing these two here, sin is there, equal sign 0, 0. But KL is equal to how much? Therefore, KL is equal to n pi. KL is equal to n pi. Therefore, K is equal to n pi divided by L. K is equal to n pi divided by L. This is K value, where n is an integer. Where n is an integer. Where n is an integer. Clear? Therefore, psi value, if I want to write, I can write psi is equal to a sin kx. Anyhow, b is equal to 0 plus b cos kx, that value is equal to 0. This can be written as further psi n of x. N is coming here as a suffix. X is along the x-axis only, the wave function is existing. That is equal to here a into sin k value. K value is equal to n pi divided by L. N pi divided by L, that is k value, into x. Plus 0. 0 I will leave it. Okay. Have you understood? See that carefully. Okay, go through this. Don't forget about this. Next step I will write E is equal to how much here? Here E is equal to how much I will write. Any doubt is there? You see that? Very important 5 marks question. Okay. Next step. Continuation. Discontinuation. I will keep it like this so that you can understand in a better way. Psi mx is equal to how much? Is equal to a sin n pi divided by L into x. Now, already we know that this concept. Already we are aware of this. I will write that. Okay. Yes. What is that? We know that 8 pi square me divided by h square is equal to k square. Therefore, E is equal to how much? Therefore, E is equal to cross multiplication k square h square divided by 8 pi square m. 8 pi square m. I will write, this is for energy, I will write for n here. N means as an integer. N is equal to 1, first energy, second energy, like that. Discrete values. The energy of the particle is given by E suffix n. That is equal to here k square h square divided by 8 pi square m. This is energy of the particle. Derive an expression for energy of the particle in the nth dimensional, infinite potential well, in one dimensional infinite potential well. Same thing. En is equal to k square h square divided by 8 pi square m. But k is equal to how much? But k is equal to n pi divided by L. Is it clear, or shall I show it? K is equal to n pi divided by L. Okay. So k is equal to n pi divided by L. N pi divided by L. Therefore, this becomes E suffix n is equal to n pi divided by L whole square h square 8 pi square m. Therefore, En is equal to, that is equal to h square n square pi square, here pi square get cancelled. I will write that anyhow. Okay, n square h square pi square divided by 8 pi square m L square. Pi square get cancelled. Therefore, you will be having E suffix n is equal to n square h square, Planck's constant h, 8 m L square. About this, we had to solve the problem also. Okay, important problems are there. Not only that, I had to write for first discrete energy, second discrete energy, we had to write. That is the eigenvalues. This is where n is an integer, don't forget, n is an integer. Where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. This gives allowed energy levels, allowed energy values for different values of n. Okay. This equation gives the allowed energy values for different values of n. Different values of n. Therefore, the particle is having the discrete energy levels. The particle is having discrete energy values. Therefore, the particle is having discrete energy values by putting n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. We had to put n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. Put n is equal to 1 here. Put n is equal to 1. Then you will be getting E1 is equal to h square divided by 8ml square. This is first energy level. Second discrete value. Put n is equal to 2 here. E2 is equal to 2 square. 2 square means it is 4 h square 8ml square. Put n is equal to 3. Therefore, E3 is equal to 9h square 8ml square, etc., etc. we are going to get. These are called eigenvalues. These are called eigenvalues. These are called eigenvalues. Don't forget, the particle cannot have zero energy. Now, that is most important idea. The particle cannot, because minimum energy is this. This is not equal to zero. The particle cannot have zero energy. The particle cannot have the zero energy. The particle is having minimum this amount of energy. These are called eigenvalues of energy. Okay. The energy associated with n is equal to 1 is called by the name the ground state energy. Other energies are excited levels. This is ground state energy. E1 is called ground state energy. E1 is called by the name the ground state energy. And E2, E3, everything, whichever it is said to be existing afterwards, okay, E4, etc., they are called by the name excited energies. Excited energies or excited energy status. Okay, n is equal to 1. Here n is equal to 1 ground state. N is equal to 1 means E1, that is ground state energy. N is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, they are all said to be the excited states, excited levels. Okay. You have to write up to here. I will show it, the whole thing. You are supposed to write the whole concept up to here. First page. Okay. Next page.